live on the YouTubes as well. So I'm streaming again, and I hope it works, okay? I just do very much hope. All right, it should work. Okay, everybody. So we're looking good. We're at 6,000 feet, and we're gonna reach our next waypoint of Lima Golf 56, which is maybe like an approach fix or something, maybe like star arrival, something like that. And then we will do a beautiful butter landing. While, as you can see, I'm strapping myself in. I forgot my damn sunglasses again. I mean, that would very much add to the coolness factor, you know. Let me just go forward with the seat, by the way. So this is cool because you can move forward like in a real airplane. And a real little Cessna or Cirrus. Which has the same technology as a car, really. Only the real Airbuses have automated seats that actually move forward by the press of a button. I think most airliners should have that. Unless they're like a really crappy one. I wonder if that is like optional, if you can set that up as an option, like on a real car. I have never ordered my own airplane, like my own passenger airplane, so I wouldn't know. So everybody, you can hear me on YouTube, right? My own airplane, like my own... All right, you can hear me on YouTube. So everybody, I think this is actually technically working quite well. Alrighty. So everybody, welcome back. YouTube is live once again. It's been a while. All right, so we are at 0.8 of a Mach. We're the fastest airplane that check this out. We're super redlining the A330. Check this out, you can see that. Maybe not on TikTok, but on YouTube you can. The airspeed indicator of the Microsoft Flight Simulator is super redlining. I think at this point, if you were to just roll a little bit, which you can feel once again with this beautiful motion simulator. If you just move a little bit, if you roll a little bit, then you're actually in for trouble. In the real airplane, I think in the real life, this plane would be close to falling apart. Actually, I don't think it's used to having 500 knots of air molecules hitting against the airplane. So we've got an interesting little airport here right in front of us that we're probably not going to make. Right, this would be quite harsh of an approach into Lima Golf 56 airport. Which is Olimbombi Airport, Olimboy. Maybe we can make it. We're so far over speeding the airplane. I wonder how it's not falling apart just yet. But as you can see, this is a very, very fast flying friendly airplane because it even puts out landing gear at this speed. That's not realistic. In real life, this plane would be refusing to put its landing gear up. Obviously, we would overspeed it and probably hurt the retraction system. But check this out. I mean, it's nice. This add-on is cool. Check this out. We're already at 200 knots. And we can, lose some speed as well. Is that the Aerosoft A330? No, it is the Latin VFR A330, which is not super sophisticated as it turns out. Oh, there's already a donation. Thank you very much, you guys. You guys are very supportive. I really haven't deserved it. Let's go and land at Lima Golf. Modern Nason from Hong Kong. What's the time in Hong Kong? All right. Cool. Now, 170 knots. Perfect. And we're now going to land at an airport. Now the scenery sucks. Why does it look so poor? Probably because the satellite streaming has been turned off by the flight simulator. Hold on, let me turn on streaming. Where is it? Accessibility? No. Data. I think it's just turned off. Yeah, there you go. Bing Data World Graphics. It's turned it off because it thought it had too low of a bandwidth to stream data. Come on, applying settings. Oh, please don't crash, flight simulator. Please! Come back! I don't like how long it's taking to apply settings. We might just be in a lot of trouble now. Please don't. Please just apply. Oh, no. All right. It's done that. At least it's listening. Oh, there you go. That looks a whole lot nicer. There you go. That is beautiful. We're very much set on our approach already. So the thing about this airport that we're now approaching is that it's quite small. I mean, it's only got a 1,000-meter long runway, according to this map here. Again, Olimboy. Got a 3,300 foot long runway, which is like 1,100 meters. Not long, but maybe long enough for our A330. One of the problems I'm having here with this airport is that it's not too far away, 7 miles out, and I cannot see it. I can only see mountains, which is always quite worrisome when you're approaching an airport and you can't see it. Is that the damn runway? Is that a runway? Doesn't look like one. Also, the nose attitude is quite bad looking. I don't like that. Are the flaps all out? They should be. Plane's leaning back quite a bit, so that means it's got a little bit too low of an airspeed, maybe, or maybe it's just the pitch trim. I mean, it's an auto trim airplane. I wouldn't know. So everybody, let's take a look. Is that an airport? That is an airport. How are we supposed to land there? All right, everybody, welcome to the art of making a good flight plan. So it is an art that I haven't perfected myself. So I can't really see much here. I would have to go up, but you can't really go up more than that. It's not a... Okay, let's see. Where's the airport now? I've lost. Welcome to VFR flying at an A330. It should be like, actually, like at 12 o'clock with the runway kind of moved to the side. I really have no idea. We will find out in a second whether it's going to be successful for landing or not. We've got a little crosswind actually. We've got 22 knots of wind. Good old winter Mediterranean winds. So where? I generally ask you. Is that on this mountain? I can just see mountains. Is that a runway? Who built it there? All right, so we are kind of on a right base once again. Think of a VFR airliner. That's a good idea. Hey, thank you very much. Once again from Hong Kong land. Okay. Let's go ahead and try to land here. We're very fast, 170 knots. This is a very unstable approach. But our treat, we're in for a treat for the next landing because the next airport is going to be a little bit bigger and a little bit more compatible for our little A330. Let's take a look. We need a little bit of a moment to concentrate now. We're quite good, but I just can't see much out of this window. It feels like I'm moving at a very low speed as well, but it's not that like that. I think it's to do with the kind of the cross headwind we have, which reduces our real speed by like 20 knots. We're at like 120 ground speed, which isn't fast. All right. Is this a stable approach? No. Is this going to be a good landing? No, absolutely not. This is an approach you could do in a Cessna 152 that's moving at like 12 knots, but not in this kind of airplane. A little speed, a little speed, a little speed, a little speed, a lot of speed, a lot of speed, a lot of more speed. Why is it stalling out? Why is the fly-by-wire preventing me from flying this damn airplane? God damn it, I'm very mad. No, I refuse. I refuse. Look at that. Why did the fly-by-wire... No, this is not how a real Airbus flies. This was a perfectly planned through scenario. But this airplane has no idea of the terrain. It's got no idea of what is below it. In a real Airbus, this would have been possible to pull off. But this is not real. God damn it, I wanted to make the nose quite inclined and then pull up. But the fly-by-wire just didn't let me on this stupid airplane. God damn it. All right, put the damn landing gear up. This is fine. We'll just move on to our next airport, which is actually a proper airliner airport that we actually kind of would like to land at properly. Is that another air base? Chios. It's got 5,000 foot long runway, which is enough. Good. Perfect. Let's maybe move on. We don't need that stupid airport, you know. It's just fine. We can already see the coast, so we can do like a little bit of like a visual approach into the Chios International Airport, I guess. And so we can actually see what's going on. There we go. Perfect. Take a look at that. This is what you do in an Airbus A330. Dude, if the feds ever see my live streams, they would never allow me to get a pilot's license. This is just for comedy, by the way. I'm trying out experiments of how hard can the A330 be pushed up to its limits of flying at 340 knots with flaps at 0. Okay, flaps are at 0, but we're at below 10,000. We're far below 10,000. We're at 3,000 feet, god damn it. But it is working well. All right. Oh, the runway's down there. I expected this island to be a little bit larger than it actually is. But that is fine. We can stop in no time. Actually, this is an A330. Maybe the result of my very unstable approach is this. Check this out, how we are losing speeds. Hey!
From Australia, and also your seatbelts. Look stupid, you're not on a real plane. You may have calmed down. You're not going to die from your hard landings.
Shut up, I am actually. This is a dangerous situation. Especially with the flying that we do here on the live stream, I think it is always recommended to use this damn seatbelt. All right, I will never be flying without. That's the general rule. All right, so my problem is that the throttle binding that actually controls this airplane is quite poor. So you have to give a lot of power here on my controller in order for it to just be enough on the airplane that results into in the game. So I think the key bindings and control bindings is quite poor. This airplane is very reactive. You really don't want to over oscillate the controls. Now I have no control of the pitch anymore. All right, I think that's been a landing. So there we go. Let's go ahead and press F2 because nope, the throttle won't even let me do a reverse thrust. This is a very short runway, so I really would like to get some reverse thrust going. God damn it! Please, just let me reverse thrust. Please let me reverse thrust. Please. Oh my God. Why did okay, so I have some issues with the bindings. Also on the throttle, the reverse thrust doesn't work. But there we go. I think that was actually not, considering the circumstances, I don't think that was bad at all. We can take a look at that final approach here on the A330, which as you can see has this beautiful butter landing gear, which doesn't even show up very much here in the sim for some reason. But that was actually quite butter. I think we can all agree on the fact that this was quite butter, but not a very good landing for this kind of runway. The spoilers didn't come out. The reverse thrust didn't come on. We did stop. We really did. Barely. And then we kind of exited the runway. And then we're dead. We're dead. Great. A good scenario. All right, something. Dude, the replay mode is really not too easy. All right, there we go. That's actually gone all right, considering the circumstances. This is a very short runway. This is kind of a big airplane. At least it likes to see itself as really big. Let's maybe see now. We want to get the. There you go. Flaps 1. Flaps set to 1, level 1. Why is it showing the flaps in degrees then? I really don't know. I think that was okay. That was just fine. Is this VF Aviation? Oh, you weren't even. So this is actually Latin VFR. I don't even like the plane very much. You could see that in the replay mode. It wasn't even very smooth. Oh, geez. It wasn't even very smooth. Look. Stop messing about. Maybe I'm just too hard on the brakes. I really don't know. So there we go. We're looking actually quite all right. We are now trying to do a 180 turn. There we go. Let's check out that beautiful turn radius. If we go full power into a right engine, it even improves. Yes. Look at that. Beautiful. Nice. All right, there you go, full power. Nice stuff. Let's go ahead and we'll use that power that we have, all that power. We need it. We have a little bit of tailwind, I'm pretty sure, which is not very fortunate for our situation. This airplane might be heavy as well. It feels like it. Hey, how are you doing from Australia, lad? Howdy. Hey. Yes, Ellie Pilot. I remember you. Of course I do. Hello, Ellie. All right, come on. Please take off. Please just be successful. Oh my goodness. I mean, we've got enough speed. Those were some trees we did take with us. Not a very nice takeoff, per se. I have to get rid of the stream deck because it's kind of blocking my view. Because this airplane, when it goes to take off, it tends to really like lean back the seat. Hey, how you doing, man? Thank you. I'm not raging at all. I'm very relaxed on the live streams. So I guess everybody, we're gonna move on to registration of Lima Tango Airport, as you can see by our beautiful map, which is probably Turkey land. I think that's a Turkish airport. So that is just fine. All right, good stuff. Let's go ahead and do that. Lima Tango. Yeah, I feel like something is really wrong with this airplane because it's not reacting to pitch inputs at all. This airplane's got a mind of its own, which is very Airbus. It's very much to be expected. I guess I might have to upgrade this sim to 737 sometime soon because I much prefer that airplane. So that is cool. Good stuff. Let's move on to our next airport, which is, I think, again, once again in Turkey land. I think we've now actually entered Turkey land. Alajati Airport. Which got like the longest runway of today, I think. So that is actually quite a luxury. Let's go ahead and reduce our altitude and our speed because that airport is coming faster than we think. All right, let's put on the replay mode. It's, as Microsoft Flight Simulator does not have a replay mode included. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for all the support, you guys. This is a lot of fun here. Okay, everybody's. We're at 240 knots. It's actually quite an acceptable altitude so far. Now, are we following procedures? No. I don't even think there is an IFR procedure for this airport. Now that we've moved across the border, let's maybe see if we can butter it. We won't need it for a baklava. All right. We've now actually entered quite a bit of a relaxed state. So the airport, we can already see it. It's quite, let's call it basic, as it doesn't even have an asphalt runway. You can't even tell it from here. Oh, the airport is right. Oh, goddamn! Why can't I properly choose views here? It's got a relatively long runway. I just hope it is made out of asphalt. It is. It looks quite basic. Not much facilities there, but I think it'll work out. It will work out just fine. So I'm gonna now get the flaps going. I'm gonna get the landing gear going, which you can actually also feel in the motion seat. You can feel that in a real airplane. So what I'm now going to be doing, all right, is doing like a little bit of like a teardrop. Maybe I'm gonna orbit a little bit. Maybe bank out the airplane so you can really see that motion. I'm really moving away from you.
Thanks for being so inspirational throughout your career here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You guys are very appreciative. I really don't know why. I probably, you know what, I just do the worst streams ever. Do the worst flying in those streams. But maybe I should be doing more realistic streams sometime soon. The rudder pedals, as you can see, are moving quite a lot. Maybe a little unrealistic for my purposes. Check this out. You really wouldn't want to move your pedals like that. Otherwise, you're going to end up like the 767 that's crashed above New York because of rudder inputs that were over-oscillating the vertical stabilizer and just blew the vertical stabilizer off. which is quite bad. And then we've got a runway here. This has been an excellent orbit, but our airplane is not letting us. Why does it have so weird of control inputs? All right. Looks great, 150 knots. We're actually quite all right. Let's get the spoilers up. We want to save a little fuel, don't we? And this runway doesn't really look like it's made of asphalt, but I guess we'll find out now. So maybe for the first time, I would like to establish on localizer a little faster. Or establish on centerline. Why am I saying localizer like it's an IFR approach or anything? It's not really. Yeah, the mapping of my control really sucks because I really have to get out. You can't really see it on camera, but check this out. Just this minor difference between climb and flex or toga has so much difference here on this controller in our sim. So I almost have to give in full power on this controller in order to actually give in enough power so that we can continue the approach or it doesn't stall out and stuff. So everybody, there it is, our beautiful little Turkish airport. We just got a long runway, 6,000 feet is long enough. Maybe. There it is. We can see it's looking nice. It's right in front of us and it's looking beautiful, just as it should. So there it is. We need a little bit more power. By the way, what the hell is flex? Yeah, not even that is included here at all. I'm literally giving in toga now. I mean, this airplane is not very well configured by me. Now, when I talk about not a very sophisticated airport, I mean it. It's not even got a single building on it, but a 6,000 foot long runway. Do we have poppy lights? No. Is this a runway that the A330 would ever dare to fly to? No. Not at all. I'm literally giving in full toga power here so that this airplane doesn't stall out, which is also quite strange. Maybe we are very heavy. We shall check that on the ground. But first of all, it is time to move on to our landing. It's going to look so beautiful. I think it would be quite a disrespect for any airport to call this thing an airport. It's even hard to get the dimensions right. I really have no idea. I mean, are we too high? It's not a asphalt. This is like sand runway. You're kidding me, right? Oh, no, 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 no. It's not good. We're too high. It's not been good. I really try to do my best on buttering skills here. I really did try. But there we go. Let me try to reverse thrust here. This is a long enough runway. I just don't believe that in real life it's actually made of anything that is actually proper. Check this out. Beautiful. Yes. Nice. That was a floater, I know. That was a floater. It was actually quite a bad landing. But there we go. Let's maybe take a look. It's hard to land at this. Oh my. This motion simulator can be a bit shaky. All right. So what I hate about the Latin VFR A330 is that the tilted landing gear doesn't actually show up very much. Check this out. Doesn't read chat sources. I am reading chat, idiots. All right. Let's check out how beautiful this landing looked. Very floaty airplane. I really tried my best to make it a beautiful landing. It kind of was at the end, and we stopped. It's just hard to land at a runway that you cannot even see. I was landing on like a very bright thing, right? I wasn't really doing anything here that was actually proper. But there we go. Everybody are landing on an A330. That is not, oh. That wasn't even so bad. In fact, we might be able to reverse thrust here, and so we can actually take off because we need that headwind we had on approach. So I'm doing like a Russian type of pushback. There you go, like that. Beautiful. I think this is enough runway. We're going to use way shorter of runways here. All right. Beautiful. Oh, no, that's been the wrong one. Aha. Check this out. That is insanely beautiful. Oh, this is like the speed mode, sped up mode. Let's maybe go ahead and take off this airplane. I've actually lost hope for actual realism of flying. I've just given up trying. You know, it's all about fun now. So what I'm now gonna do is take off. We're now on center line while we're on the runway. Let's go. We need more speed. We're way too slow. 100 knots. That's not enough. Why is it not gaining much speed? 130 might just be enough. Let's use that runway here. B1 speed. Well, doesn't matter. There you go. We're off the ground. Just like that, we're off the ground. I think that's worked. I think that's worked well enough. All right. So, beautiful. We have now taken off of a Turkish runway. Beautiful. So what I'm now doing is that's like a very kamikaze departure here. I do have to say, we're now in for a little bit of a longer leg of chilling. All right. Beautiful. Nice. I like this. You know what? I would like to be flying with the autopilot on, using the little Airbus autopilot we do have. That's not a bad idea, but the problem is we can't overspeed that way. We're literally speeding in an A330. No other streamer will ever do this. Maybe it's because it's stupid. But some other thing I hate, really, check this out. I'm literally going full down on the joystick. Despite that, our nose will not move. Wow, this is a very reluctant airplane. Oh, well. Okay, beautiful. This is the worst stream ever. Good. So, Zeno, you are in the chat always saying that I should be doing like text videos again for like an anniversary. But why would I do that? That's very dumb. Like those videos just sucked, didn't they? How you doing, man? Yeah, thank you. It wasn't a good landing at all. I wouldn't agree with that. It was just problem is it wasn't a good runway to land on for a start. You know, in order to catch a ball properly, it has to be properly thrown. That's the rule of life and stuff. There's a lot of fingerprints on this A330. Can you see that on the windshield? Damn, clean that. Now, in the background, we were able to hear some minute little screams of the airplane that tells us we're over speeding, but we haven't reached red line speeds. That's fine. Everything's good. So this is great. What other projects are planned this year? Not much. Actually, I'm gonna finish school, high school. Gonna write A-levels, whatever you want to call them. This will be very fun. I hope I can continue doing videos. I might have to hit my editors up once again, because I actually started editing exclusively my videos myself once again, which takes a bit of more time, but you know, it's fun. I like editing. I like editing the videos, but I might need some help. Increase engine power to max. The engines are literally running at max. The engines are genuinely running at full speed. This is like Toga engines. Dangerous situation. It's not even a dangerous situation. Okay. Beautiful stuff. We still have 48% of fuel. We've got so much of fuel here, and we're not even at 500 knots. I wish we could like mod the airplanes ourselves and make them like insanely fast. We could do that. By the way, we've just intercepted our route. It's kind of cool. Turns out we're at 0.7 of a Mach. Check this out. Swiss, can you do a news story about that guy in that plane engine and those loose bolts in the 737 MAX? So, I don't know. So this is something I started this week. It's kind of like a news series where I talk like about aviation news. Very, very fun. I like to do it. I kind of have been reluctant of talking about like especially fatal accidents. And I mean the Japan thing that happened early this year on the 2nd of January it was a fatal accident. Accident. Right? I really don't want to talk, it's just not been my style because I'm just a clown, right? I'm a clown and I very much live that in every one of my videos. Like it never stops. I never stop being a clown. And then, so it was quite hard for me to talk about something where someone died, right? I just have never thought that it would be a good idea. My whole channel is based on posting crappy videos and making stupid live streams where I fly stupendously unrealistic, my whole channel is based on that. I think it would be, so I thought it would be quite tasteless to talk about people dying. But the news video you guys very much liked. And I really very much enjoyed uncovering the stories of what happened to the Japan Airlines flight in January. And I also very much like talking about the Alaska 737 MAX case, where the emergency door plug, the placeholder for an emergency door fell off. Quite, let's call it epically. Very spectacular case. But right now there's no much more news about the 737 MAX, with the exception of there being loose bolts in the 737. This is an interesting story to still unfold about the guy that I think was sucked into an A320 engine. Very, very sad case. I think with an Airbus A320 with a Bombardier C200 or C100 plane. I think it was in America where I think an airport staff was actually caught up in an engine and then died from injuries. Very, very hard case, and something that still happens, even though we've now been so used to engines that run on airports. Maybe it wasn't an accident. It's hard for an accident to happen like that. But yeah, let's maybe go ahead. Oh yes, I know. I am gonna do more news videos, but not about guys being sucked into airplane engines. I don't think that's so newsworthy, as it's not like for airplane safety. It's not very relevant. Oh no, we have not touched down yet. We have not touched down yet. We have not touched down yet. We want to stop, and we need to stop. Come on, give me a little bit of your stopping magic. Give me a little bit of that. I cannot employ reverse thrust. 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 And so now we are in the village, but that's fine. We're gonna just follow down the road. There we go. Look at that. Maybe go to a shop or two. Look at that. Hello there. I've come to pick you up. Door-to-door service, as they call it. We were too fast. We have landed on a runway that's incredibly short. I don't know why I even planned this airport in the first place. But this landing might have looked amazing. This was a floater. I wasn't even that fast. We were fast. I didn't even realize. And so this is why the plane was reluctant to land it, wasn't it? Whoopsies! Just a quick drive into the village. That was all beautiful, and that was all planned. With the reverse thrust very much coming out too late. If the reverse thrust was to deploy earlier, then this would have definitely worked, I'm pretty sure. So this has been another one of those landings that was suck. Microsoft Drive Simulator. That's exactly the spirit. Come on, let's maybe see if we can get out of this village. Maybe we can't really do a U-turn here. We have to reverse out of here, which is quite annoying. Come on, let's maybe go ahead and reverse out of this village. We don't want to use slew modes. All right, release brakes. That'll get us out of here. Nope. That hasn't worked. Nope. Uber 001. All right, passengers, so hop in. I'm going to now taxi to the runway. If you guys want to come along and die, then you're very, very, very more than welcome. All right. So, just a little bit of fun in the flight simulator. Not much more than that. Very innocent fun. Now our engine has kind of bounded with a part of the village, but that's fine. I'm trying to do a 180 and then use this road. Oh, it might be a little bumpy. It is a bit bumpy. Come on. I am going full power. It feels like I'm not. Come on. Oh. Oh. No. No. No, it's not. Jeez, they have to. They should improve those roads here. Man, so many potholes. All right. All right. You're good. You're good. Stop. Stop. No, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. How can I move with the slew mode? Help! Oh my! I didn't want to move around like that. Maybe no. I would like to adjust my position. Please. Where's the runway? Where's the damn why cannot I just move to the damn runway, god damn it? Please. Aha! Aha! So what I'm now doing, this is why I'm wearing a seatbelt, by the way. Genuinely. Alright, there you go. I'm now going to release the slew mode. There we go, and now we can just kind of like taxi to the runway. It's the stupidest thing. All right, perfect. Now there's a little village house here. Beautiful. Some people have actually recommended that I try the bus driver simulator. I think that will be actually quite fun. That will be actually quite a good idea, right? Bus driving simulator, because I'm going to do like the worst things ever. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and give full power in our A330 flaps forward 1, which is good enough. That's fun enough. All right, perfect. Let's go full power. Full power in our beautiful little A330. Not a very loud airplane per se, right? Since when did MSF has become War Thunder? Dude, playing like a fighter simulator with this motion setup would be actually fire. That would be quite dangerous as well, though. All right, there you go. 130 knots, 130 knots. Beautiful stuff. We have just taken off an A3. That was a tail strike. That was a tail strike. I really like to see that. That is beautiful. Obviously, I'm not representing the airline of Swiss International. So that's not how they fly in real life. I think that could be quite clear. Perfect. Nice. Let's go ahead and level out. Level out, please. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. All right. Now I think the next airport shouldn't be too far away. It's showing up like 25 nautical miles. That's like a walking distance. All right, there you go. We can actually intercept that magenta line here by going for a right turn now. Beautiful. Now, where is our next airport? That's what I'm wondering about. My mouse fell down during that quite turbulent thing. Hey, Krish. How's it going, Krish? So, someone's in the chat called Krish. If you remember my Caribbean vlog where I went to St. Martin, I met up with some viewers, and one of which was Krish. I don't know, have you now moved to Poland and started training for Ryanair? Because he told me that he would move out of the island, the Krish guy, and now would learn to fly in Poland land, where I think Ryanair does training, right? Okay, beautiful. It's now time to land, but beautifully, you know. I think this is Samos Airport, actually. I think this is Samos, which is like a proper international airport. I think that should be doable. It's a big enough airport. Samos. Got 6,000 foot of runway. So, everybody, full on concentration. Where is our airport? I cannot see it yet. Aha, because it's okay. It's a bit of a distance away still. We have to kind of. Where's the airport? I can just see hills. I don't see much but hills. God damn it. Hello. Hello, Elio? Elio's a badass name, by the way. I really like it. Okay, I think we do have a little bit of distance to cover still, so we might want to give in some more power into that airplane. Okay, welcome back, everybody, to stabilized approach, to the most stabilized approach ever. You know. Ice landing gear not down for now. Oh, now it's coming down, and you can feel that because the airplane is like rattling. Perfect. Nice. Beautiful little mountain approach. I mean, check this out. Beautiful, some say Samos Island. Not bad, not bad. So, I remember the Samos were having actually a visual approach, which is actually quite complicated of an approach. We're not doing that very much. Nice. We're still going full power. Is that Latin VFR A330? That is the Latin VFR A330. I'm not too happy about it, though. I mean, there are some issues. For example, I cannot set up the throttle, the Airbus throttle, so that the modes are actually matched. So this is the toga takeoff. When I actually go to what on the thing means flex, check this. This is the flex position on my throttle quadrant. On this thing. That's the flex. It's not flexing here though. That's the climb position, which is almost idle. So it's quite hard to actually fly this airplane with this kind of setup. For you feel like you're always given full power on approach. It's not great. All right, let's go ahead and butter the hell out of the A330. We're maybe not at the most butter-friendly airport, but I will try my best to do it anyway. Name a plane for an edit. Yeah, let's do an A330. Come on, that's quite fitting. What is flex in an Airbus? It's I guess for ascent and stuff. Come on, there we go. I need a. Yeah, you know what? I'm going badass mode now. I'm now gonna not use a seatbelt, and I actually do feel quite unsafe now, which is very funny. So everybody, things are absolutely good. Samos Airport is in there somewhere, down this mountain. Have I already started the replay mode? I haven't started the replay mode. I might want to do that before we go ahead and land. Beautiful. Oh yes, everybody, the Samos Airport, and now you understand why in real life, you might be able to tell it on the map here. Why in real life, the approach to Samos goes kind of like this mouse cursor, and then you have to go into like a little bit of a circuit position. You can't just approach through the mountains. It's quite impressive. I mean, there's A320s flying here, Lufthansa, and all the stuff. So yeah, good stuff. Let's maybe go ahead and get the landing gear down. No seatbelt 001. No. You guys told me, well, if you do a butter landing, you don't have to wear a seatbelt. That is right. That is the spirit. This is a mindset situation of wearing a seatbelt. This is what I'm going to tell the officer next time. Just kidding. Always wear your seatbelts. Also, you can see the beautiful vertical speed. Again, look at that. Look at the vertical stabilizer. Take it out of this rudder. This thing is giving way too much input here. This is what I also hate about the Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's quite hard to actually just simply change the sensibility of the throttle, but that doesn't matter. So, look at that. We are looking quite good. Are we going to butter? I think we are. So I really would, for the first time now, stabilize this approach. So I'm going to now kind of try to intercept the center line. We're at 300. This is like below safety altitude. This is really funny. Like, imagine doing this kind of flying in that sim. For some reason, this approach reminds me of St. Bartholomew. It is practically the same Bartholomew, but in a very, very much maximized size, right? I mean, you have to pass some mountains, and in order not to die, you have to fly quite high. You can see the poppy lights, perhaps, here in the background, which are very white because we're very high. But there you go. I'm trying to intercept center line a little bit. Man, I hate how the fly-by-wire works. This plane, I've got like no feel of this plane because like it just goes down. We're at 1,700 feet per minute in the minus. This plane goes down very much. So everybody, things are looking as they should. We've got now a beautiful approach into Samos Airport, a little airport in Greece on a Greek island, which is still flown to by conventional airlines. Lufthansa flies here once again with an A321, I think maybe. Maybe the A321 would actually kind of struggle at this airport. It's only got like barely 6,000 foot of runway, which is good enough for our airplane. We've got a little crosswind here, like 16 knots of crosswind. That might just limit our ability to butter, but that is fine. Maybe go ahead and reduce our speed so that we don't float. There are some trees here right in front of the runway. I'm pretty sure they shouldn't be there in real life. I think that's just the Microsoft Flight Simulator messing with us a little bit. So, this is the highest pressure that a man can have. Well, will he butter or will he not? We will figure out now. I'm going to now put the throttle to idle. I'm going to now do that and see if I can feel that landing or not. I don't want to feel it. We have enough runway. We have a lot of runway here. We've got a lot of runway to stop. We've got a bunch of thousands of miles of runway. It's not like that. But there we go. We've done this. Despite our little crosswind, I didn't really crab well enough. There we go. Check this out. And we're stopping in 0 time. I mean, come on. Stop hating on my down landings, idiots. Yes. I think something that always shows a good landing of is a butter landing is that you didn't feel it in your motion seat. My little motion platform, it didn't kill me, so that's a good sign. Let me see if the replay mode says the same about our beautiful approach into Samos Airport. Not very regular, not very up to procedure, but we don't care. There you go. You can see that little crosswind. That doesn't really help. But despite that was quite buttery. There you go. A330. I mean, check this out. Every landing looks beautiful on an A330. I think that's been quite all right. Not the most butteriest. I didn't crab a lot. I'm kind of reluctant on using rudder in order to fix those winds coming in from the side. I'm kind of reluctant on using rudder because the rudder here in this airplane is quite sensitive, way too sensitive setup. Shut up! Stop saying my spine. That was a good landing. Shut up. All right. So this is absolutely beautiful. We might move on now to the next airport because let's just release the parking brake and we can feel that how the plane is at least trying to move. Why isn't it going very fast? Come on, there you go. So we're now kind of doing a Russian pushback. You can see that even that wind is affecting us here. We've got a little bit of maybe there's some rudder trim here. That could also be a thing. Okay, guys, that was quite nice. Let's go ahead now. As you can see, we're beautifully reversing. Is this up to procedure? Is that what you do in real life? No. But it doesn't really matter. I think we've got enough runway already here stacked up. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We can end up in the ocean. All right, let's go full power to stop our reverse. It's hard to stay on center line when you're literally driving reverse in your A330. So let's go and do that. Put the flaps to 1. Stage 1. Beautiful. And we can now start going. Let's do full power. I've lost all hope. But check this out. Samos Airport is genuinely beautiful. Like, this is a nice island there. Now, that is great. Let's go ahead and see. We've got 90 knots on the clock. Might be a little close. We want to at least have 140. The A330 is a bit heavy. 130, 140. Yeah. Let's risk a tail strike. Otherwise, we might end up in the ocean. Beautiful. That's been actually quite nice. You know that. I'll tell you that. That was all right. Beautiful. Nice. And I want to continue on flying through the wild Aegean Sea. We're going to be landing at, what is that island? Laro? No, that's just a VOR fire. Let me see. That is an airport called Leros. It's got 3,300 feet of runway. Not long, but not too short either. This will be doable in an A330. I mean, in the style that we've been flying, we can fly on an aircraft carrier. In fact, there is an aircraft carrier even added. This is actually pretty damn cool. So let's take this out here. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, it's going to be fine. Beautiful. I like how the stream is going. This has been, you know, I started this as more of like a test stream, whether I can stream both on the TikTok land and even on the YouTube land. And, you know, it works. Like technically, it works at least. So I mean, we are not having any issues. So this is great. This is just kind of like a messing around live stream, as well as we have been flying this plane like a maniac, not up to standards at all. We've been flying this kind of like a crazy taxi. You know those crazy Uber drivers that drop off their passengers and go right away. We've been kind of doing that without following the rules, and also with a lot of speeding. For some reason, this airplane is not really gaining a lot of speed here, though. We're going full power. We're going toga, by the way. We're going toga, but we're still not reaching very much speed. But that doesn't matter. Our next airport is only 25 miles away. So again, that's kind of swimming distance from here. So let's land it as hard as possible without a seatbelt. No. I don't want to have a spinal cord issue or something. All right. Good. We have actually now reached proper overspeed. We have not reached the red light overspeed. This is just like a kind of a recommendation, you know, to not fly above 350 knots. Right. I mean, why is the connection lost now? That shouldn't be happening. Okay. Connection lost. I hope I have an internet connection. Otherwise, the stream would fall apart. But you know, this is kind of just like the expiry date on food. You can still eat after 380 knots. You probably just shouldn't do like a little wiggle, so that will make your wings quite dead. All right. We have a little bit of issues with our ocean here. It's interesting. All right. Now we're moving on. We've got, once again, Lima Golf Lima Echo Airport, which is that should be still Greece, right? Is that Turkey or Greece? I think that should be the borderline, right? The border. Okay, beautiful. And so we've now actually got a really small island. We've got, in this archipelago, you can find some actually nice islands. Why are there black rectangles in the water? So this is actually a government project by the EU to build holes in the water. And so what you can see down now is the universe. They've done this quite successfully. They've kind of like redefined physics and shit. So that's great. We are now at 420 damn knots. That's maybe like 200 too many, but that doesn't matter. We're coming in hot, we're coming in good and stuff. It's quite a sunny day here, also in the Greece land, but also in real life. It's quite fitting then. There's the sun shining through the window the whole time. So, absolutely fine is how things are looking. Lima Golf Lima Echo is right here on our VFR map. And so this is good. GPS tracking, what does that even mean? Oh, it just follows along our position. So we're 7 miles out, which is good enough for our landing gear. We need to get rid of altitude, a lot of it, now, actually. A lot of altitude has to be lost within a very short time. You know, again, the A330 has proven itself to be quite nice to be flying. There we go, we've got a little runway down there. This is our destination, or not our destination, that's our next waypoint. But I gotta turn on the satellite streaming. You guys maybe just saw a second ago that the Microsoft Flight Simulator lost connection. You have to kind of like re-establish it. Now it has to apply settings and shit, and it has to like reload everything. Please! Ah. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, look at that. We've got a very small island indeed. Oh, this could be a videoable island. Check this out. We should be going there and do like a video on this thing. How does that look? Doesn't look bad at all. All right, let's go press the mouse down. I have like a Velcro thing here for my mouse, which I think is quite smart of a solution. It's actually also the only way that this thing doesn't actually fall off. All right, so, because I mean, it can get a little shaky here with this motion seat. It's moving. I don't think, I mean, chat, how visible is the movements that I do with the motion sim? I don't think you cannot really tell very much. All right, 150 knots, and we're looking quite all right, actually. It's now almost half to 2. Wow. I've been streaming for, what is it, like 2 hours. Very impressive. And it's very fun. I don't hate it at all. Check this out here. Beautiful island that is right ahead. It's quite relaxing. All right, now we need to establish a little bank. Dear passengers, don't worry about it. Because so many people chose to fly to our island, we needed a bigger plane, so that's your fault. All right, beautiful. Must have been one of the most stable approaches so far. One thing we do have, one little issue we do have, is that we are landing with a lot of tailwind. There's like 18 knots of tailwind, right? So it's not going very well. Quite a bit of tailwind. So it's not very butterable. There's quite a displaced threshold on this guy, which is worrying me. Why is there so much of... We will have to do a very early landing. No, that's not even the displaced threshold. It's just that the touchdown zone is quite far behind. That's going to be a hard landing. Oh god, that's a ground effect that I hate. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Please, please do what I need. Do it! Stop! Alright, follow down the road. Follow down the road. It's fine. Why am I always choosing these goddamn way too short runways? Like, it's quite obvious that they're not going to work well. Why did I do that? What did I do that for? Why am I landing this airplane on a runway that has like 500 meters of usable runway space? God damn it. Well, okay, well, let's just forget about what just happened. Well, let's not do that. I actually wanted to see what happened here. So maybe take a look at our flight control replay mode. We're just going to let us know how the landing went from the outside. So I was very much struggling with ground effect. This airplane was very fast. This was a go-around worthy landing, but I did touch down on touchdown zone. I mean, what airplane is supposed to land here anyway? It's like, what is like 500 meter long runway? I mean, we only see Cessnas and some other planes for no reason. Okay, Auto brake is not on. Geez, auto brake is not going to save your life here. That's for sure. All right, so what I'm going to now do is kind of do like an all-terrain kind of thing. I hope I can just return by doing... I cannot even stop this airplane. It won't even let me like react. It won't even react to my inputs that I put into the rudder. The thing is just going straight forward. Why? Why isn't it even stopping very well? It's almost like the rudders are not even connected to my airplane. All right. Good. This is the last time I'm flying this A330, man. I wanted to upgrade this to once again a 737, which is a whole lot more agile of an airplane, really. It's not even like the butters are good. Okay. No, don't crash into the house. Why didn't it just do a 180? I was pressing full on into the brakes. That's gonna... okay. That was quite smooth. All right, there you go. I should probably not have chosen the Swiss airline. That's not gonna go well for the reputation. This is not how they fly in real life. No. Little disclaimer. All right. Okay. Perfect. So, again, off-roading the A330, getting it back on the runway. That's what we need, and that's what we want. So, everybody, now on runway 32. Runway 32. How stupid is that? Let's go full power. I mean, we've already got 60 knots on the clock anyway. We're fast enough. Come on, full power. Please give me all you have, little A330. We're on a very short runway. I know you don't like this kind of runways. I get it. I get you. But luckily we've got all flaps out, which actually does reduce our takeoff distance by quite a lot. That was nice. There we go. We've finally established some flying here. Let me get the map open so we can actually see where we need to go. I think it is, we need to go, like, turn by like 180 degrees. Beautiful. So this was good flying so far. No worries at all. I'm putting out all the flaps at once, which is also good aircraftmanship. Airmanship, I mean. You know, always put the flaps in step by step so that you don't stall out at once, because that reverse ballooning effect will definitely get you. So there you go. Beautiful. We have a 180 turn here on this magnificent aircraft. It is a magnificent aircraft. I think we can all agree on that. So let's hope that it keeps flying so magnificently. Where's my water bottle? Oh, it's right there. I thought I just lost it, but I haven't. It's great. Ah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're going full power. It's very relaxed plane. This is a very easy airplane. Has a beautiful auto trim. That's all it needs. Kind of like flying a Tesla around. Also has a little nibbles that the nibbles, or it's like a British word, whatever it is. I also have little problems that the Tesla has with traffic collision and stuff. It's the Airbus. How's the motion sim? It's very cool. I actually wanted to fly also with VR, but I don't think that would be very intuitive for a live stream. I don't think it would be a good idea. How do you know Julius Caesar? Dude, Caesar, we used to be best mates in preschool. Like, what do you mean I know him? This like implies that that there's a chance to know him, like, personally. No. All right. Let me see. It's gonna be crosswind anyway. We're gonna be landing at this airport. No idea what it can be or what it is. Lima Golf Kilo Yankee Kalimnos. Okay, so let's do it. It looks like quite a terrainy area, so I'm kind of worried about this island that we're now going to be landing on, because I have no idea where that runway should be. Well, let's get everything. Oh, no, that's the slew mode. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and get the replay mode ready, because we're coming in for a landing at an airport that I haven't actually even have visual contact to. What the fuck? Dude, this is a badass airport. What is it called? Kalimnos? Oh, I think Sam Chewy has been there, but there's no place that Sam Chewy hasn't been at, so I think that's fair. All right. Dude, I didn't even notice that. How could there be a runway, goddammit? All right. So let's maybe go ahead and do, maybe like this is a half teardrop. Everybody, the most extreme approach of the day into Kalimnos Island. I think this will end up very poorly. All right, there you go. We need a bank. I can really feel that. Kind of moving to the side. Check this out. Now level off, please, a little bit. Why is there a bit too much speed there? Everybody, an extreme landing. Who built this airport on this thing? All right. Everybody, the most extreme approach that we've had just yet. We've got 20 knots of crosswind. 20. That's more than 1. That's more than 19 even. Let's take a look. Oh shoot, more power. Oh shoot. This is what I mean, it's quite hard to get the power settings right for this airplane. Oh no, oh, this has been a ruined approach. All that's left to it is just to butter it down. Oh! I hope that took enough kinetic energy from our speed. There you go, I think that's the only way you're ever going to be able to stop this. Oh my god, the brakes are not reacting. The brakes are not reacting. Okay, this is quite scary. Alright, it's worked. It's worked. Luckily we didn't overrun, because that would have been a little uncomfortable, let's call it that. But there we go, that's actually gone, that's okay. That's okay. I mean, we landed literally the hardest ever. Check this out. I want to see this in the replay mode. In the whole glory of the replay mode. Check this out. An A330 landing. Oh my Jesus. Alright, that was a wing strike. That was the... Why am I piloting this plane so poorly? Why? That was the hardest. That was a crash landing. That wasn't a landing. That was a crash landing. That was not much more than that. Okay. All right. Anyway, good looking stream so far. We've got another island that actually doesn't look too bad. How you doing, man? Yeah. Sorry about. How did you manage to do this in an A330? I don't know. This was really bad. So. Okay, Mr. Airbus, I need you now to do what I'm telling you, and that is do a 180, okay? It's quite urgent here. It's quite important. It's very relevant to our survival that you listen to me when I say that you do a 180. Please do a 180. Why isn't the nose wheel turning as it should? Why is this plane almost like drifting? Check this out. Why is it moving forward? Oh, please. Why aren't we moving just as we should? Oh yeah, now we're moving as we should. All right, it's good. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Don't be mad at me. No. There's no terrain here. Don't be, no. No. Come on. Give it a little power, please. Give it a little bit of power. Come on. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Go for Toga. We're setting flaps level 1. Now we're aligned on runway 28. We're not really aligned yet. We need to align on the... We're going to use every single inch that this runway can offer to us. This is very short. This is very scary. This is very dangerous. Oh, dangerous. All right. Good. Let's go ahead and get the... There we go. The nose is now straight. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take off. Let's do it. Full power. Why is this plane moving in slow motion? Or maybe it is in slow motion, actually. There you go. A lot better. Okay. All right. Now, dear passengers, I forgot to wear my seatbelt, which could turn out to be quite a bad idea. Honestly, I don't know. We might have a little buffer here because we have a little cliff that we're going to fall off, quite realistically. So, okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's actually kind of worked. God, this Latin VFR plane sucks. There you go. That's been actually quite all right. Let me tell you, that was quite satisfactory and stuff. So let's maybe get the map open. I think we have to do a left turn. That would actually be the best idea, because that is closer to our course. Yes, everybody, things are looking great. We only have flat level. I really don't know what the trim, the auto trim is doing. The Airbus auto trim, it's like at 90% up. That's quite bad. Okay, now, everything is well. We need a little bit of a higher turn angle. I was like at 40 degrees. We can only see the ocean just now. This is what you would do maybe in training. I think they train that on the A330 as a maneuver, but not much more than that. It's quite dangerous. All right, now things are looking beautiful. We've got an aircraft carrier actually on the right here. You might be able to see that. It's noted on the map. I cannot see it. Well, that doesn't really matter. I think we're not going to be landing an aircraft carrier here. And now we're leaving behind our airport that we almost just fell off at. Well, we did fall off the runway. But yeah, things are good. No, we're not going to land on the aircraft carrier. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, pull a loop, Swiss. This thing is not going to be able to handle it. This thing, like the fly-by-wire. You know what? I'm about to just turn off this. You know what? I probably should do that. That's right. No, that's not the GPWS. I want to turn off the ADIRS. Oh, you can't even do that. You can turn off the ADIRS. The ADIRS is what does the fly-by-wire essentially. I wish we were able to turn those off. It would be quite handy because this thing. Look at this. It's not even going to the right. It's not even going to the left very much. This thing is not reacting very much. All right, so we are overspinning. We're at 370 knots. There's no way an Airbus would ever let you do that. Also, an Airbus would never let you put out flaps. And even landing gear out at this speed. Like in real life, the landing gear would probably just rip right off. All right, so let's go ahead and land. And do it beautifully while we're doing that. I know we've got very bad wind situation. We've got like, what is it, 16, 17 knots of tailwind. But do I care to do like a teardrop maneuver to turn around? No. I just want to touch down and leave the plane and park it. Park it beautifully. Check this out. I think it's the island of Kos, which would be very much able to handle an A330, I think. I mean, the A330 can do so much. I don't bother this. So everybody, let's go ahead and land. Put the spoilers up, or no, put the spoilers down. The flaps are down. Beautiful. Just that we've got 22 knots of tailwind. Now, is it my fault that I'm now going to be approaching Kos Airport with a 22 knots of tailwind? While also being on the worst approach ever imaginable. Check this out. I'm not even aligned on center line at all. Like, you might be asking yourself, I mean, the passengers can see the runway better than I can. I think that's a red flag for a good landing, right? But that is just fine. I'm now going to land beautifully. Right, 4 whites. 4 whites. We're fast. But this is a long runway. It'll do. It'll handle this. Alright, welcome back to Kamikaze Airlines. With the worst approaches that you could ever do, but with the best landings that you could ever imagine. You know. The throttle input is not reacting like I want it, like genuinely. Oh, this airplane sucks. Oh, I suck, more specifically. God, is this a poor approach. All right, there you go, stop quickly. Yes, yes, there we go. I think that was quite all right. That was quite all right. Now, why am I doing what I'm doing here? Is kind of running down all the runway markers. Yes, I'm doing, oh no, I didn't mean to turn on slew mode. Oops, I've just turned on slew mode, which is quite deadly for me. You know, oh, because it's a motion seat. It will always be a motion seat. All right, there you go. Let's maybe take a look at this. Beautiful. Yeah, not the smoothest, not the best. Yeah, it's been fine. We've landed, everybody, an A330 at cost. But again, this is the last time that I'm choosing to fly with Latin VFR's A330 because it just doesn't fly the way I want it to. You know, oops, didn't mean to do that. It just doesn't move the way I want it to, you know. Also, what is happening here? Oh, I think I've broken the flight simulator. God damn it! It just doesn't behave very well. How you doing, man?
Can you do a flight for Black's OTHH sometime?
Where's OTHH? I think that's Russia or something. It's like it's eastwards, right? Eastbound, or no, westbound technically, from Los Angeles. I mean, why not? What I'm now doing is professionally taxiing to the gate. Oh goodness. This plane flies like a piece of rock, and I don't like it. I really do not. So this is great. Everybody, this has been a beautiful live stream on our A330. Next time I'm going to use the other A330 that's available for the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Next time I'm going to do it better. I'm going to do some more butter landings that will actually work well. With this airplane, I'm really not happy how it flies. The throttle mapping really sucks, so I cannot even properly fly it. And I don't know why, but it just doesn't brake. So we're flying into I've turned on parking brake. But despite that, we're kind of crashing into a Bristol 188. I don't know why, but that's just what it is. But buddy passengers, you can all be released now. The APU is on. So this has been a beautiful A330 live stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for... Oh, there's it. Oh, what is that now? Shut up. Everyone for tuning in. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Maybe in another live stream. I'm gonna do this better. This airplane, I don't like it. I don't like how it flies. Look at that, it's not good. So thank you guys so much for watching it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, good night. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now, how do I stop a live stream? I don't even know. This way? Ah, beautiful.